Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In Top Stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. We're now learning the background of the driver who caused one of the deadliest crashes in North Las Vegas history. The motorist who police say killed 9 blew through a red light on Saturday at more than 100 miles per hour and pleaded guilty to speeding just 9 days earlier, according to court records. The coroner ID'd him as 59-year-old Gary Dean Robinson and the 9th victim as his passenger, 46-year-old Tananga Miller. Records show Robinson received multiple speeding tickets, arrests, and drug convictions. And Las Vegas is coming together to support the families of the victims, ranging from 5 to 35 years old, raising 6 figures on GoFundMe. Review Journal's Renee Summerhour has more. Renee?
Jen, as we stated earlier, a GoFundMe has been set up to help that family with medical expenses. As of right now, the GoFundMe page is set to make over $100,000. Many in the community expressing their thoughts and prayers via Twitter. Governor Steve Sisolak wrote on Twitter this weekend saying, quote, "Our hearts ache for the families and loved ones of the 9 people killed in this senseless act. Kathy and I will be keeping them in our hearts and prayers during this very difficult time." The director of the Clark County Office of Traffic Safety, Andrew Bennett, also wrote on Twitter saying, "I am struggling to find the words this morning. Immediate action is required. 9 lives lost in one preventable crash." The North Las Vegas mayor also speaking on the tragedy.
We hope and pray that this family will understand that this grieving process will take them and us in the city of North Las Vegas a long time. And we appreciate them understanding that the city of North Las Vegas values them and their families.
A few candles have been placed under the sign across from the intersection where the crash took place as the North Las Vegas community continues to grieve. Jen?
All the victims other than the driver and his passenger were from the same family. Erlinda Zacharias wrote on her GoFundMe page her 4 children, 2 stepchildren, and her brother were all killed.
Like, I just can't believe it, honestly.
Also breaking today, a shooting near Chaparral High School sends 3 people to the hospital, including 2 students. Police were called shortly before noon. No victims were found, but a local hospital reports victims being dropped off with gunshot wounds.
My son tells me every day there's fights every day here. People are constantly getting jumped. People do bring guns to school. My son has told me. My son has seen people get shakedown here with guns.
Earlier in the day, Chaparral High was evacuated due to a fire. Now to sports, brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. After the Raiders announced hiring new general manager Dave Ziegler on Sunday. Today, Review Journal's Cassie Soto is at Raiders headquarters, where the team makes yet another announcement.
The Raiders have officially announced Patriots offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels as the next head coach of the Silver and Black.
I've been patient. I've been selective, maybe to a fault sometimes. People wanted me to do things a little earlier than maybe I did them, but it was going to take a special place for me to really leave where I was, and I found that here in Las Vegas. And I thank Mr. Davis again for having the faith in me to lead this team as the head coach, and I know that the greatness of the Raiders is in its future, and I can't wait to get started.
For more on the hirings of Josh McDaniels and General Manager Dave Ziegler, head to vegasnation.com.
In Business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. If your daily commute includes downtown Las Vegas and the Spaghetti Bowl, here's your chance to weigh in. Transportation officials are accepting public comments on the Downtown Access Project, one of the most expensive projects set to cost up to $3 billion. The deadline is February 15th. MGM Resorts opens its first retail sportsbook connected to a Major League Baseball stadium in D.C. BetMGM Sportsbook will be open there year-round after launching its app last year. In today's weather report, brought to you by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every blooming thing. We're looking at a cloudy night with temps in the 50s set to cool to the 40s. Then get ready for a breezy week. On Tuesday, a cloudy day with temps peaking at 62 degrees and wind speeds around 15 miles per hour. The clouds should clear out by Wednesday, but the gusts will blow even stronger, over 20 miles per hour, as a cold front moves through with highs only reaching the 50s. The winds should taper off by Friday. In health, remember the ER nurse we told you about last week? She went viral after sharing her experience working in Las Vegas during the Omicron wave.
That first week of January, it was kind of like the ER exploded. And
Lauren Meadows spoke to the Review-Journal about why she posted her frustrations on TikTok, which ended up attracting 1.5 million views.
I want people to feel like they can kind of see behind the scenes of what is happening and not just listening to whatever source of other media they listen to, and TikTok can feel more personal for people.
Meadows says she wants to show the public nurses are real people, and what made her most uncomfortable was not being able to assess patients as closely as she would have liked. In entertainment, sponsored by DiscoverNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. The NHL will bring its All-Star game to T-Mobile this weekend. But first, the league's All-Star Skills Competition kicks off the fun on Friday at the Fountains of Bellagio. In one new event, players will fire pucks at playing cards to get close to 21 without busting. Beatles on the Mirage's roof. Cirque du Soleil's show called Love shot this performance video of the Beatles song Get Back for the 53rd anniversary of their famous rooftop concert.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The line on Super Bowl 56 went up today, and the total went down at Las Vegas Sportsbooks. The Rams inched up to 4.5-point favorites over the Bengals at Caesars Sportsbook after the book took a $522,500 wager to win $475,000 on Los Angeles -4. The book then took a $110,000 bet to win $100,000 on Cincinnati +4.5. The total has dipped to 48.5 at multiple books after opening as high as 50.5.
In lifestyle news, taking to the skies to defend our country. Nellis Air Force Base is hosting the first Red Flag training exercise of 2022 with nearly 3,000 people and 100 aircraft, including personnel from Britain and Australia.
The problem sets that we're presenting in this flag have never been seen before, and they're not solvable unless we bring all the forces from our allies, the special and exquisite capabilities that they have. And that's one of the main focus items that we have here, is working on the interoperability and integration with those forces so that we can be ready to fight alongside our allies anytime, anywhere.
Red Flag continues through February 11th. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have Amazon Fire TV, just search Review-Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more 7 at 7.
Review-Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.